the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Freeman. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Jameis to throw it. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Wow, talk about a big fourth-down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Pernell McPhee in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Looking to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Third and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Here's Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, as an offense, you know, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positives.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 24. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 6.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Down, it's Gurley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Freeman again. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Winston. And a throw right sideline is complete. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. 3rd and short yardage. Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here the 32. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Freeman again, a first down carry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A gain of 3, second down. It's a give to Freeman running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Winston. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Garrett Swanson now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Three yards to go here on second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. sack number 6 for him on the year. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Elsewhere, 2nd quarter in D.C. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Winston now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. And he motions the wide receiver. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going to throw right side here, complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Second down and 4.
All right, here we go. Boom, 90. Boom, 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Pernell McPhee. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Back now here in Santa Clara. The Niners on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They toss to Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A 20th carry now for Freeman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Jameis to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 42 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Here's Freeman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down.
Let's go.
And the wideout in motion. They'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now it's Freeman. And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Obviously a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
2nd down following the incompletion. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Back on now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Now a toss right, Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Shift together here from the D-line. Winston here to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This is Freeman down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. Now Winston. Buying time to his left. His throw incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. They find some open field here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. A big-time play there for the Falcons. And even 60 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Niners, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.